The village of Thornhill had always been a place of eerie tales and whispered legends. Among the many stories that sent shivers down the spines of the villagers, none was as feared as the haunted forest that lay on the outskirts of their quiet community. This was the dreadful path that Becky, a small, brave-hearted girl, was forced to tread one ominous evening. Becky's family had fallen upon hard times, and the next village held the promise of a brighter future. Her mother held her close, her eyes clouded with worry, as they stood at the edge of the foreboding woods.
"You must go, Becky,"
her mother said, her voice trembling.
"We'll be right behind you, but you need to lead the way."
Becky nodded, her heart pounding in her chest as she ventured into the dense, shadowy forest. The trees loomed like ancient sentinels, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The air grew colder, and the forest seemed to swallow her whole, engulfing her in a thick, oppressive darkness. Every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs sent jolts of fear through Becky's young heart. She had heard stories of restless spirits haunting the woods, of lost souls who had ventured in and never returned. As she walked deeper into the heart of the forest, the oppressive silence was broken only by the distant hoot of an owl, echoing like a mournful dirge. Becky's footsteps echoed like thunder in her ears as she pressed on, her path illuminated only by the dim moonlight filtering through the thick canopy. Her mind played tricks on her, conjuring eerie shapes and strange whispers that seemed to emerge from the very shadows themselves. She clutched the small, wooden charm her mother had given her only source of comfort in this nightmarish labyrinth. Hours passed, and the forest seemed to close in around her, like a tightening noose. It was then that she heard it, the soft, haunting howl of wolves. Her blood ran cold as she realized she was not alone in the dark. Wolves were common in these parts, but the tales of ghost wolves that roamed the haunted forest were enough to chill even the bravest soul. Becky quickened her pace, her small legs carrying her as fast as they could. She tried to suppress the rising fear, but it was an uphill battle. The howls grew closer, and she could hear the eerie, ghostly echoes that accompanied them. As she pressed on, the wolves' presence became undeniable. She could hear their ethereal footsteps, like whispers of the night, and the sensation of being pursued waited on her like a nightmare. Panic welled up inside her, threatening to consume her completely. But then, as Becky reached the scariest part of the forest, something extraordinary happened. Her fear transformed into a fierce determination, a fiery resolve to survive. She remembered the stories her grandmother had told her, tales of bravery and strength in the face of darkness. She clutched the wooden charm tighter, drawing strength from her mother's love and her grandmother's wisdom. The ghostly wolves emerged from the shadows, their spectral forms shimmering in the moonlight. They circled her, their eyes like burning embers, hungering for her fear. Becky stood her ground, her heart no longer pounding with terror, but with a newfound courage.
"Leave me be,"
she whispered, her voice trembling but unwavering.
"I am not your prey. You have no power over me."
As the words left her lip, a strange sensation washed over her, a surge of energy that seemed to radiate from her very core. The wolves recoiled, their ghostly forms flickering like candle flames in the wind. Becky's bravery had become a shield, a barrier that they could not breach. With each step she took, the wolves retreated, their howls turning to mournful cries of defeat. Becky walked through the heart of the scariest part of the forest, unharmed and undeterred, her courage a beacon that dispersed the malevolent spirits. When she emerged on the other side, the haunted forest had lost its grip on her. Her family rushed to her side, relief washing them as they embraced their brave daughter. The ghostly wolves had faded into the night. Becky's journey had been a harrowing one, a test of her resilience and bravery. She had faced her deepest fears and emerged victorious. Her newfound strength a testament to the powerful human spirit. And as she continued on her path to the next village, she knew that the haunted forest would forever be a part of her, a tale of courage passed down through generations.